And so what you want to do is you want to say no. And what you do when you say no is you hold the concealing dome over what's really inside of you. Because if you can hold that concealing dome, then you can prosecute your life the way you want to. You can do your stuff and try to get ahead and try to be seen the way you want people to see you, and you can do your stuff. And so then you can maybe get ahead. And so you conceal and you protect what you have, and you don't want that word to get in and expose you and humiliate you, and then you can do the sorts of things that are going to draw you up, right? And what Jesus says is, that'll never work. It'll never work. Because the day is going to come when whether you want my word to penetrate the dome of your protection of your life at all, I'm going to shatter that thing. The day is going to come where I'm going to light the lamp of judgment, and I'm going to raise it up so high that nothing will be hidden. Nothing. And in that day, the thing you thought you could protect will be exposed to everyone. But under that dome of your protection, everything that you could have been will have withered rather than grown. So you will have never become anything, and you will lose the thing you protected in which you wasted all that potential. Even what you have, you won't get anything more, and even what you have will be taken from you. You'll lose everything, right? He said, but to the person who receives that word, the word that humiliates and exposes, the word that's hard, the word that all fear says no, right? It comes in and it tears you open. But it tears you open, but it shatters the sort of the black dome over the plant that you're supposed to be. And the sunlight comes in, and all of a sudden something that's there can grow. Because here's the thing, why don't people grow? It's because they won't hear the truth. They can't listen to it. They won't listen to it. They won't be critiqued. They don't want your advice. I'm fine. The way they deal with the fear of life is to say, I'm fine. I'm good enough. I'm fine. Don't attack me. Right? But when you really open yourself up, it's terrifying. Right? That's why so many people never have good romantic relationships. Because they've been so traumatized, they're so terrified of really being themselves all the time with the other person. And realizing that they're not a good person, and if they're really themselves, the other person's going to know it. And they have to believe that other person believes in the person they can become and will love the person that they are. And who would do that? Who would do that? And so they dome off their heart from the person they're supposed to love. And the other person does it too, and they wonder why they drift apart after the animalistic passions of their infatuation die down, and there's no deep root that's drawing them together, drinking out of the same goblet of eternal love. But you see, if the word of Jesus humiliates and exposes you now, it allows the Son of the truth of God to come in, and you grow. You become what you were meant to be. You live up into the image of God. You grow in what the Bible calls godliness or holiness. You're rooted in the truth, and you're unsquished by those weeds. And so in the end, you have both. You have your dignity, you have your personhood, and you have become all that you were created to be in God. And you not only have, but you are given more. That is way more terrifying than understanding that verse economically.